All right, just me talking about microservices versus monolithic architecture, or microservice architecture versus monolithic. So pretty much, it's just a design pattern for your apps or your web products. And generally, if you like super big, you want to do microservices. But if you're pretty small, you just want to do monolithic. So in this case, let's just use Amazon since they're really huge. They have a lot of things going on. Like you have a search bar tool, you have like a user's Prime service, you have their account, like, and then you have just their normal like selling stuff of different departments, right? So each one of these like little things you can views you can see can be its own microservice. Like it could be like the computer's microservice, home kitchen microservice, the Prime microservice, the shopping cart microservice. If I type in something like the automated suggestions, recommendations, I don't know where that is. There, but I think you would search for something. So there's just a lot of different computations and different manners that are being used. So um, just say if like something you want to update something new in like the Prime, you can like take it down or like re-update it and only fiddle with that code and then put it back in onto the whole site without it breaking down. So it's like decoupling and independency of like web computational services, you know? So like just think if this was like if this was monolithic, this Amazon, and you wanted to update like Neil's Amazon, apparently this would show up with all the things that are suggested for me. And they wanted to like, it's pretty complex and they wanted to try things out, fiddle this, fiddle with that. Instead of taking the whole site down just to do this little Neil's Amazon thing, they can take out the block of Amazon, Neil's Amazon or the personalized, and then fiddle with it and make sure everything else runs all right. So, but that's really great for big companies. But if you're something small, but with microservices, you have like you'd have like 20. This like I don't know. Assume there's 20, 100 micro things, little modules going on in this site. So there's adds complexity of like you always got to know how they interact and how they plug in and all that stuff. So it can get a little bit more complex, but I think they're saving money and time and value by using microservice. Whereas if you have a small app and you only have like two things going on, you might as well just have a monolithic site. Like what would be like? I'm trying to think of an example. Well, it's like my site, like Brainswell. You don't have much going on. Like you have the person's profile, like service. You have like the importation service, and like the courses. So it's like you can just build a one app, one code base, one file, which is all written in Python. And then I'll just finish my thought. And then when it's done with that, that's just more easy to ship, update because there's not a lot going on. But this also like this Prime could be written in Go. This like the personalized Neil's Amazon could be written in Python, and the rest of it could be written in like the normal selling stuff could be written in CNET or .NET or whatever. Just as long as they kind of speak the same language. And that's another thing with microservices. It seems like where. So what I'm trying to say is, it's just a whole like if you're really big, it's really good to have a microservice because you can. But you just have to have the complexity thing figured out of how they interact. With this, with Brain, so just a monolithic app, it's really easy to update up and down with one. So I think I'll stop.